Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Pizza Master Night here. And in this video we're going to be talking about the vocal memnon. The statue that speaks. So I've always been very fascinated with this story. I like it, it's one of my favorites. And I thought I'd share it with you. So let's get started. A mile from the Nile, on the opposite shore from the ruins of Karnak, two huge stone figures sit in staring isolation. Each represents a colossal king, 64 feet high, seated upon a throne, which itself supported by a pedestal. Through the faces of both have been hacked out of all human resemblance. Everyone knows that these statues are the effigies of the king Amenhotep, whose son's daughter married King Tut. One of the colossi is mute, but the other is the famous vocal memnon, the statue that speaks. That is, it did speak. There are 87 legible Greek and Latin inscriptions upon the legs of Memnon, which testify to the time and hour of the day at which the phenomenon was heard. Many famous men of many ages listened. There are the words of Emperor Hadrian, Sabina his wife, Tacitus, Pliny, Pausanias, Lucian, and Strabo, describing the mysterious musical sound emanating from the stone, like the snapping of a huge harp string. To me personally, that would kind of get annoying, like if you were trying to sleep and it was just ding, ding, ding. Well, I don't know. Maybe it sounded, I don't know what it sounds like. Maybe it was really cool. So let's get back into it. Like the sound of smitten brass. Some heard the voice of the image several times. According to the inscriptions, February and March seemed to be by far the most propitious months, and the morning hour the most favored vocally, as soon indeed as the sun's rays fell upon the statue, as though Aurora, kissing her son upon the lips, received an accurate, articulate reply. The explanation? Two alone of the many hypotheses put forward are worth considering. A multitude of wind conjectures based principally on imagination, but claiming pseudo-scientific or mechanical interest, crumble away when touched by the merciless finger of fact. There remain the rival theories that the voice of Memnon was a fraud practiced by the ancient Egyptian priests, and the other was that it was a natural phenomenon to be explained by physical causes. The latter theory has the most credence. The conclusion irresistibly suggests itself that the sound was due to some peculiar relation between the warmth of the rising sun and the great block of cracked and sundered stone. It has been a long time since our hero has spoken, and it seems that Memnon's lyre has lost the chord that breathed the mystic tone. Certainly they do not recognize the cartoonist's profession. I was stared at in stony silence on the occasion that I stood before the vocal memnon and his mute companion, and waited patiently for a word from them. It was near dusk, and the glowing sun was sinking suddenly down behind the hills that enclosed the valley of the tombs of the kings, as it caused the images to darken hugely and throw out long streaking shadows that emphasized the size of them and made their silence louder than words. So that's one of my favorite stories. I've always been very fascinated that the statue actually speaks, or that it makes that sound. So I would have to agree. I would have to agree with those ancient Egyptian people that said that it was due to something between the warmth of the rising sun and the great block of cracked and surrendered stone, or sundered. I don't know what sundered means, but yeah. So I think I would believe that that's what probably the cause of it was. I thought it was that Egyptian priests. I kind of think it was more like a natural phenomenon, what it says. So thank you for checking out this video, And I hope to see you all in my next video, which is going to be, I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be. I'm going to try to make it another Roblox video. But until tomorrow.